The first question of engineering graphics is a room measures 8 meter long, 5 meter width and 4 meter height. An electric bulb hangs in the center of the ceiling and 1 meter below it. There is a black spot on the bulb surface. When the bulb is switched on, the image of the black spot falls on one of the corner of the room at a height of 1.25 meter above the floor. Neglecting the size of the bulb, draw the projections of the line connecting the black spot on the bulb and its image formed on the wall. Also determine the true length of the line connecting the black spot and its image and the slope it makes with the floor. So here this problem we can solve it by using two different methods, that is one is line rotation method and the second method is plane rotation method. So here the unit is given as in meters. So the length is 8 meter, width is 5 meter, height is 4 meter, and the electric bulb is 1 meter below. The image is 1.25 meter above the floor. So all the units here given as in meters. So while we draw in drawing, we take the scale as 1 meter is equal to 10 millimeter or 1 meter is equal to 1 centimeter. So here in this problem there are 8 ways to solve this problem. So here when the bulb is switched on, the image will be on any one of the corners and it is 1.25 meter above the floor. So in this room, so you can see this is the room, this is the top view of the room. PQRS is the top, that is the ceiling, 1 2 3 4 is the floor. So here you can see in the top view the I represents the image and V represents the bulb. So bulb is at the center of the room and in the front view it is at a distance of 1 meter below the ceiling. So here the image, in first case the image is in this point, this corner. See in the room consists of 1 2 3 4 corners are there. So there are 4 methods. Okay, also there are 2 methods to solve this problem, plane rotation method and line rotation method. So when you consider the image is in this position, you can solve the problem by using line rotation method or plane rotation method. So consider image is in this corner, again one plane rotation method and one line rotation method. When you consider image is in this point, again 2 different methods, line rotation method and plane rotation method. Consider this corner, again it consists of a line rotation method and plane rotation method for solving this problem. So when we deal with this problem, you can see there are 8 methods. There are 8 methods to solve this problem. So in the first case, consider image is in this corner and bulb, there is no change in the position of the bulb. Bulb is at the center of the room and it is 1 meter below the ceiling. Image, the position of the image is changing. When the light is switched on, the image is placed on any one of the corners and it is 1.25 meter from the floor. You can see in the front view, this is the front view of the room. In the front view you can see this is the image, this is the front view of the image. It is 1.25 meter above the floor. So how to draw this problem using Autodesk Inventor Professional software? So in Kerala Technical University, the second internal examination of engineering graphics will be on computer aided design. And one more thing, the final university examination will be a manual drawing. So if you concentrating more on computer aided designing, while you create some 3D models, while you create some simple line commands, some simple drawings, you will lose your time to score some good marks in the final university examination. So how to improve the final university examination mark when you deal with this computer aided design? So the main important thing is the topic, the exact topic of engineering graphics, that is projections of lines, projections of solids, every problems that a student drawn with the help of the pencil or in book, the same problem you practice it with the help of the CAD software. So while you explain the concept of the CAD software, you can explain the manual drawing concept again and again. So it will reflect your result in the final university examination. Students are become more confident. Students can check if a student is draw a line rotation method. Using line rotation method, he find the true length of the distance between the image and the bulb. They find the true length. Okay, manual drawing. So here in the CAD you can see the true length is 5.031 meter. So the student can verify it if their manual drawing is correct or not. They can verify, they can simply verify it. So that is one important thing. So our next thing is how to draw this this drawing and find the true length. It is the true length is 50.31 millimeter or 5 meter, and the true inclination with HP with horizontal plane is 20.4. That is our aim. So you just open the software. This is the initial interface of this software. This is a Autodesk Inventor professional software. This software is developed by the company, US company Autodesk, and the name of the software is Inventor Professional, and the version here it is 2016. Now the version 2018 is available. So if you are interested, you can freely download the software in Autodesk website. So now I just opened this software. You just click the button, new button. So you can see in the left side there is an option called new. So click new button and wait for some time. The software will open. When you click this new button, you can see your mouse. The mouse consists of a small circular image. It is rotating. That means it is loading. So you can see a new window is open. That is called create new file. Then here in the left tab, so many templates are there: English, metric, mold design, etc. So click metric. Then you scroll this button. You can see drawing. So here you are dealing with drawing. So here in the top portion you can see part means it is 3D objects. You can create three-dimensional objects. So in the second is assembly means it is a combination of parts. It is called assembly. And then in the third it is called a drawing. So here we are dealing with the drawing. So here so many templates are there. So one template I am selected, ANSI DWG. So here you can first you choose metric, then ANSI DWG. In the bottom portion you can see a tab called create. Click that create button. Then in the left side you can see loading. So the drawing sheet is loading. So wait for some time. Loading feature catalog. Wait for some time. So it will take some time to load the drawing sheet. It is loading rooted systems, loading mold design. You can see loading BIM simplify, loading Inventor Studio, loading design accelerator, loading configurator 360, loading frame generator, loading BIM exchange, loading rooted systems, cable and harness. You can see some different loading simulation, loading assembly modeling, loading assembly bonus tools, loading simulation, dynamic simulation, loading iCopy, electrical catalog browser, loading presentation, so in the screen you can see loading, please wait. You can see loading, please wait. So the drawing sheet is loading. So opening, see in the down in the right, in the bottom side you can see a color is uh, moving to the rightward direction. You can see it is loading. It is loading. Wait for some time. It will take this much time because uh, if it will depend, actually depends upon the performance of your computer. This is a design software. So graphics card also is very important. So you can see loading. Please wait. So now this is the last moment. Loading. It is loading. Now you can see this is the drawing sheet. It consists of a border line. It comes in the right bottom portion. You can see the title block. The first thing is to change the size of this drawing sheet. Now the size of the, you can see in the left portion there is an option called a sheet 1. So right click here, you can see then edit sheet. You can see, you can name the sheet. In the bottom you can see the size of the sheet. It is here, it is D. So here A, B, Z, D, A4, A3. Now I am changing my size to A4. Here you can see height. What is the height? If it is A2, what is the height and what is the width? So it is A4. What is the height and what is the width? 210 and by 297. In the right side there are two options are there, portrait and landscape. If you click, you can see your sheet is like this. Okay, then if you click the landscape, the paper is in landscape position. So now I am setting my sheet size as A4 and the orientation is landscape. Then click OK. Now you can see this outer line represents the border line, and this bottom portion, this is called a title block. Now I am deleting these two initially. So here right click on this default border and delete. Now you can see the border line is deleted. Then ANSI large, right click it and delete it. Now the title block is deleted. Now it is a plain sheet and the size of the plain sheet is A4. In the top portion you can see so many tabs are there, that is place, views, annotate, sketch. So here I am selecting the sketch button, then select the line toolbar, then select line, and then click here. You can see a line. So this line represents the then press the escape button. This line represents the XY line. This is the reference line. Reference line is the intersection of horizontal plane and vertical plane. Then select, there is an option called text. You select the text and click in the left end of the line. You can see a new window is open. That name of the window is format text. Type here X. If you want to bold this, you can bold this. So this is X. You can see in the left portion of the line, you can see X. This click on the right end of the line. Again that window open. Type Y. If you want to bold this Y, you can bold it. Okay. If you want to, in the right portion you can see a navigation pane is there. You can see there is an option called a zoom window. If you want to zoom a separate portion, you select this zoom. You want to zoom this Y portion, you just select here. You can see that portion is zoomed. If you want to exit from that, you can see in the top portion zoom all, click zoom all. So there are two options are there, zoom all and zoom window. So zoom window is for zooming a small portion. Zoom all means your drawing is fitted into the screen. So this portion is called the graphics window. This portion, this drawing portion is called the graphics window. Then draw the top view of the room. So the top view of the room is a rectangle. So select a rectangle. So draw a rectangle. So you can see. So draw a rectangle. Then select dimension, and then select the length of the line is 8 meter. So here it is 80 millimeter. Here I am giving 80. Why? Because here I am giving 80 because I am selecting again in text. So here the scale, what is the scale? Scale 1 meter is equal to 10 millimeter. So in this drawing, my scale is, I am taking this scale, 1 meter is equal to 1 millimeter. Then again select dimension, and this is what is this? This is 50. Okay. So now you can see in the question. So here you can see the question is a room measures 8 meter long, 5 meter width, and the height of the room is 4 meter. Okay, so this, if you want to move this rectangle, you just select this. There is an option called a move button. You just select this move button and select this rectangle and select the base point, and then you click any point here. You can move the rectangle. Click done. Then the front view. So again draw a rectangle of so this is the draw a rectangle. The front view represents the height of the front view is 4 meter. Okay, so there is an option called a split command. So here you just split the line here, then select dimension, and this is 40. So now the top view and front view of the room is ready. This the 80 by 50 represents the top view of the room. The 80 by 40 represents the front view of the room. Then again select text command, then type A here, A bracket 1. In the top view, A represents the corner of the ceiling and 1 represents point on the floor. Understood? A represents the ceiling and 1 represents the floor point. Okay, so again select here B. What is B2? B represents a point on the ceiling and 2 represents point on the floor. Here C bracket 3. C represents a point on the ceiling and 3 represents point on the floor. Then D bracket 4. D represents point on the ceiling and 4 represents the floor. Now this top line represents this represents the ceiling and this represents the floor. So this is ABCD. This is ABCD. Again text you can select here. This is A dash, shift bracket D dash. In the front view, A is visible but D is invisible, and in front view here you can see front view is identified with small letter with dash. So here this is B dash, shift bracket C dash. So this is B dash bracket C dash. Then here it is 1 dash bracket 4 dash 1 dash 4 dash 1 dash bracket 4 dash. So here you can see 2 dash bracket 3 dash. Okay, so now you can see the top view and front view of the room. Then take line command and then draw the diagonal. Select the line command and then draw the diagonal. So you can see this is the top view of the room, and here you can see again select text command, and so here you can see so name it as BB. So what is BB? What is BB? BB represents the top view of the bulb, small BB. Okay, so small BB represents the top view of the bulb, and then project that BB, project this BB to here, you can see, and select the command called a point. Select a point here, click here, then select dimension, and from ceiling to bulb the distance is 1 meter, so it is 10. So this is BB dash. So B dash. So BB dash is the front view of the bulb. Then here in the top view you can see the room consists of 4 corners. So image can be any one of corner. So now I am selecting image on this corner. So take split command and split here. Then this line, just select properties, then line weight should be increased because that is the top view, and name it as I. This is I. So this is called I. So I is the top view of the image. So now IBB, this represents the top view of the line connecting the bulb and the image. Then select point command and then select here the front view, this point to this point, it is 1.25, so that is 12.5. okay, and this point represents I dash, it is the front view of the image. Front view of the image. Join this I dash and BB dash. So right click on that line, select properties, line weight 4 millimeter. Okay, now you can see this dark line represents IBB, represents the top view of the line connecting the bulb and image. This I dash BB dash, it is the front view of the line connecting the image and the bulb. So our aim is to find the true length and the inclination with the ground, the line connecting the image and the bulb. What is the actual length of that line, and what about the angle made by that line with the horizontal plane or ground. So here I am using line rotation method. So take arc command, then select here, draw an arc, then draw a line through BB dash, draw a line through BB dash, then project this point to that line, project this point to that line, join I dash and this. So this is the select dimension and right click aligned. So you can see that this is the actual length, this is the true length of the line, this is the, so you can see this is the true length of the line, true length of the line connecting the image and line. equal to 50.3 millimeter. So here I am taking the scale, so it is 5.031 meter. Okay, so next is the inclination with the ground. So select this line, and with the reference line, what is the angle? You can see it is 20.4. So the slope it makes, the second part is, you can see also the first part is determine the true length of the line connecting the black spot and its image, and the slope it makes with the floor. And the second part is, what is the slope? What is slope means, what is the inclination? Slope. What is slope? Slope it is equal to 20.4 degree. 20.4 degree. Okay, so these are the answers. So with this method, our dearest KTU faculties, you can improve your result or your students' result with a great extent when you are dealing with this catalog. Because if you are simply giving training to students with some the software like command line command, circle command, arc command, so it is actually a wastage. It will actually a waste for you as well as students. So if you are dealing with like this, you can explain the concept in the CAD lab itself. In the classroom you already explained the concept. In the drawing hall you explain the concept. In the tutorial class you explain the concept. In the CAD lab also you can explain this concept. So students will get a clear idea. Students can verify their manual drawing with this CAD drawing. They can verify, they can check their angle is correct, their true length is correct, they can verify. And one more thing, the second internal examination of graphics will be a computer aided design. So you can give questions from projections of lines, projections of solids, projections of isometric projection, sections and development, perspective projection, intersection, from anything you can give question. So students will draw the answer with the help of this CAD software, but ultimately they again they study the concepts of engineering graphics, and it will finally reflect good result in the university examination. That's why the result of the engineering graphics will be more and more. So I hope everybody will understood my concept. So please use this. And one more thing, this software is actually a free software. You can download it from Autodesk page. So what is the advantage of this free software and a licensed software? So if you are purchasing a licensed software and it is used in your college, students cannot get an opportunity. Students will get a minimum limited time when they are in the college. If they are very much interested, if you can do some simple assignments, this software they can simply download it in their home and they can use, especially mechanical engineering students. They will concentrate more on this, and ultimately some good designers from KTU will evolve. So thank you.